Greetings, Pastor Michael. Today is August 4th, and I have to share a reading from One Day at a Time in Al-Anon. If you have your book with you, you can turn to the reading on August 4th and follow along. If you don't, I'll be glad to read it for you. The topic today is, what's it like when we expect too much from others, and what comes of this? Now, we really have an inward focus here, and so it's something that we need to consider. I'll start the reading. One source of frustration we seldom recognize is in expecting too much of others, or expecting too specifically what we feel they ought to be, give, say, or do. If I expect another person to react in a certain way to a given situation, and he or she fails to meet my expectation, have I the right to be disappointed or angry? Every human being has his own individual drive and motivation, beyond my understanding and control. I may say, but he knew what I expected, not realizing that it may have been precisely for this reason that he rebelled or acted otherwise. My search for peace of mind will bear fruit much more readily if I stop expecting and relax into acceptance. Today's reminder: I will not set a pattern based on my own experience and wishes and expect someone else to live up to it. This is interference of a subtle and damaging kind. It damages my peace of mind and dignity and those I am smothering with my expectations. And the quotation for the day at the end of the reading is, I too often fail to live up to the expectations of others. This is a very interesting reading that we have today. And I am sure that each of us have something to contribute. What the reading strikes me as playing a note is it brings me back to the 12 steps. You know, frustration can be a character defect. And when we expect too much of others, or we expect them to act in a certain way, we also are practicing a character defect. Now, expectation is something that I have for myself, and I can be pretty hard on myself, as we all realize that we can. So it is time for us to turn to our sponsor, our accountability partner, and cover this concept of, hey, what's up with the expectation? What can I do about this? What feels like a need inside myself to live through the requirement of expecting something from others or expecting something from myself. So I want to search for my peace of mind. And I can do this by practicing the 12 steps. Step 1 is I have to admit I'm powerless. You know what? It's a lot easier to deal with the expectations issues if you admit from the get-go that you're powerless. Because now what you're doing is you're getting your personhood ready to bring on this change. And number 4, step 4, would be a searching and fearless moral inventory. And so what I need to do is I need to look inside and say, hey, what's going on with this expectation issue? And then I need to practice step 5, which is the admit step to God, to ourselves, and to another person, whether that be a sponsor or an accountability partner. You want to do it with someone whom you'll be safe with and not set yourself back by getting further trampled. I'm looking forward to hearing your reaction to today's reading, as we all are, because you have something very important to contribute. Not being here with us at the moment, but watching the video, is the best time to fire up the email and send an email to minister@spiritofpeace.us. And in the subject line, please put Al-Anon. And in the body of the email, write whatever it is that you intended to contact us about. We certainly look forward to hearing from you, and will reply as soon as we are able. At this time, I turn to prayer, and I ask the higher power, my God, dear God, what's going on with this expectation thing, Lord? Why is it inside of me? Obviously, I'm probably powerless, and I have a lot to learn. And I have to do that step 4, searching and fearless moral inventory. And then I have to do that step 5, admitting to you, first of all. So I'm going to pick out admitting expectation. Dear God, please help me get over the fact that I expect too much from others and from myself, and it just goes round and round and drives me nuts. So I want to let go of this, and with your help, I can do that. Please send me the Spirit, and please send me support from my sponsor and my accountability partners and people here in the room to reach out and empower me to give up on these expectations, and allow me to remember that too often I'm failing to live up to the expectations of others. So what goes around comes around, God. Please give me the strength. In your name I pray. Amen. And for everyone who's watching the video, I'm praying for you too. I'm praying that the expectation monster won't get the best of you, and that you'll be able to come through realizing that sometimes expectations can be a good thing, but all too often they're not. They can do harm to ourselves and to others. So as we go through today, let us learn to tame the expectation monster and become better people. God bless you.